Radha Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur Navadvitam ki jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Jagannath Swami Baladev Subhadra ki jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Gauranga. All glories to Śrīla Prabhupāda. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai.
All glories to Babaji.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shmati Bhakti Vedānta Swami Shamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravana Pacharani Nirvishesha Srinivadi Prastachari Shatkarni. Hare Krishna. So, today I want to read from the last verse, final shloka of Nectar of Instruction. Is that thing running out of gas? Yep. May have to change it. Because it's so cold in here today, man. We had like an unseasonably cold front come in, and last night it went down to about, I don't know, minus, yeah, it felt like about minus 20. It was darn cold. Anyway. This verse is very tricky. The rhythm is unusual. So I'm gonna fake it. Krishnas yochai pranaya vasiti preyasi bhyo piradha kundang chasya munibhirabhitastadrigeva vyavyadhi yat preshtairapyalamasulabham kim punair bhakti bhajang tat premedang sakradapi sarasnatur avishkaroti. It's not exactly right, but oh well. Of the many objects of favored delight, and of all of the lovable damsels of Brajabhumi, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most treasured object of Krishna's love. And in every respect, her divine Kunda is described by great sages as similarly dear to him. Undoubtedly, Radha Kunda is very rarely attained, even by the great devotees. Therefore, it is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused. So, we talked for some time last time about the wonderful exalted nature of Radha Kunda, and about how it contains the essence of love of Krishna. And if one simply bathes there, even one time, then he certainly gets the full benefit of his devotional service. So now, we're almost done with our journey in Chile. And in a few days, we're going to leave for US, and then for India. So I think it's an appropriate time especially since I was thinking about it all day today, to talk about the promise that between the disciple and the guru. And because we're going to have an initiation ceremony soon, and so many of our disciples are getting initiated. And so part of the meaning of initiation is that the disciple makes a promise to serve the guru and the disciplic lineage. And the guru makes a promise to deliver the disciple from material existence. That's the nature of initiation. Because this promise, or I should say, if this promise is made on the spiritual platform, in other words, if it's a real promise, then this promise is eternal. The devotee promises to serve the spiritual master, not just in his physical form, but actually in his spiritual form. And similarly, the spiritual master makes the promise to guide and help the disciple, not just in the material body, but in the spiritual body. And this promise is eternal. This, the realization of this promise lasts forever. It's not something that ends or has any kind of limitation. It's unlimited, ever-expanding, transcendental, just like Krishna, just like the spiritual world. So try to understand. Let me give you an example from my own life. So many years ago, I accepted initiation from Śrīla Prabhupāda. And at that time, I was not self-realized. So I viewed this promise of initiation as a lifetime promise. At least this lifetime, I'll remain always in service to my spiritual master. And I think most of my godbrothers also viewed it the same way. We were making a lifetime commitment. And as Śrīla Prabhupāda used to say, there was no divorce court. You can't go and say, oh, Krishna, I don't like this spiritual master business, this serving business. Can I do something else? Can I have another guru? Or would you be my guru or something like that? No. Because that's Krishna's system. Krishna says in 4th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā that if you want to know the truth, you approach a spiritual master and you offer service and inquiries. That's the nature of the relationship between the disciple and the guru, that the disciple offers service and inquiries. And what's on the other side? Krishna says that the self-realized soul can show you the truth because he has seen the truth. So that's the other side of the promise. That's the other side of the relationship. Service and inquiries from the disciple and from the guru, he gives self-realization. So anyway, when I approached Śrīla Prabhupāda, I made the best commitment that I could make within myself. I thought, this is a lifetime commitment. I'll spend this lifetime in service to you. And like I said, most of my godbrothers, I think they took about the same view. And our idea was that we would work within the ISKCON society. We would give up our private, personal economic development and you know, our role in material existence. We would be renounced, we would be very simple, our lifestyle would be very, you know, low maintenance and like that. And that in our older years, then ISKCON would take care of us. ISKCON would shelter us. It would give us, you know, the context for our service and so on like that, for our whole life. Because after all, this was the standard that we saw in Gaudiya Math and so many other similar groups, that the devotees joined often when they were very young. And they became completely renounced. Often they took sannyas at an early age. This was already going